Again, when we're talking about the steadiness, steady to flush, shot, and fall, right?
Right.
Your dog, you want them simply, one at a time, you want your dog to be steady till you get there, but when the bird flushes, he can go, right? And you're going to
Well,
shoot
I'd rather
it.
not.
I know,
Yeah.
but that's what you're doing now. That's what
Yeah.
you're hoping for now. But your dog won't even do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's flushing before you even get there. So one thing at a time. Steady to flush, shot, and fall. Let's get steady to flush first. No reason to go farther till we got that consistent, right?
Right.
Okay. Steady to flush. We get there. The bird flushes, the dog takes off, and you're going to shoot it. And I'll tell you now how a dog will teach itself to be steady to the flush and leave on the bang. Okay? Because like I said before, you get there, the bird takes off, and you go bang. The dog hears the bang, the association of the flush, the bang, the bird falls. And you hit the first, let's say you hit 5 birds, okay? And the dog's, okay, every time it takes off, bang, I'm going to get the bird. Because there's the association, 100%. Sure. Bang is a clear association to the bird falling, and I can get it, okay? But then what happens is, because you're a shooter, you miss one. Now all of a sudden, same as before, the bird flushes, the dog takes off, you go bang, and he's looking at it, but it doesn't fall. It's no longer consistent. That's why consistency is so important. You can't build an association if there isn't consistency. So just in the nature of things, you will occasionally miss a bird, and that makes it inconsistent. The flush, just because it flushed and then went bang, it's not necessarily going to get it because you don't hit it every time. So that's what a dog will do. After a number of times of that, the bird will flush, okay? He'll take off chasing it, goes bang, but he doesn't get it. So the consistency chain has been broken there,
right.
Okay? And pretty soon what he does is, he's there, the bird flushes, he doesn't leave because he doesn't know for sure now. It's not 100% consistent. The bird flushes, okay? It goes bang, okay? He waits to see that. He doesn't leave till he sees it fall. So that means when it goes bang, he'll be... Because if it goes bang and it doesn't fall, he doesn't leave.
So there's a covey of birds gets up, and you go bang, and nothing falls. Then do you think he's going to still stay there because he's seeing a ton of birds flying out?
And you went, after he knows this, and you went bang and didn't hit it,
yeah,
he'll stay right there.
Yeah.
Okay? But if the birds fly and you go bang and you drop one, he's going to leave because he saw it fall.
Right.
I'm saying he will teach himself to be steady to the flush. He'll teach himself to be steady to the bang, okay? Because the bang is not consistent. It doesn't mean that it's going to fall. So he doesn't waste the energy of leaving on the bang anymore. He waits until he sees it fall. Okay? If you dropped every single bird and never missed one, 100% consistency, dropped every time it went bang, it fell. If that happened, then he would continue to leave on the flush and on the bang because he knows it's going to happen. But because you're inconsistent and you miss on occasion, it's going to go bang and not fall. So the only thing that is now what's the most consistent thing is when it falls, he's probably going to get it in his mouth.
Yeah.
See, now that is the most consistent thing. It used to be the bang, but now you start missing.
Yeah.
Now the most consistent thing is the fall. And he will wait until he sees it fall because now when he goes, he can burn that energy and not waste it because his odds of getting it once he sees it fall are so much greater. Used to be the bang, but then you started missing some. And then it became the fall. You see how that works?
Sure.
So that's what he'll do if you simply do that. When the bird flushes, just go ahead and shoot. Okay, don't worry about it. He's going to chase it, fine. Just make sure you're careful. You don't hit him with a shot or something. The bird flushes, he takes off. Okay, you go bang, and he gets there to the bird. Okay, and does this thing. You go bang, and he gets the bird because it falls. You go bang, it falls. He gets the bird. And then one time you're going to go bang. It's not going to fall. He's going to run. Then he's going to stop, and he's going to look back at you like, wow, that's different. It didn't fall. Okay, and the next time, then you're going to miss another one, and after just a few times of that, he's not going to leave when he hears it go bang because he doesn't know if it's going to fall or not.
Right.
You see how that works? That's all you have to do, okay?
Yeah.
That alone. But he absolutely, without question, has to be steady enough for you to get to him.
Yes.
He's got to go manage his bird, point his bird, okay? And then, or manage, point, stalk it, whatever, and wait for you to get there. And you have to get there, and primarily it'd be great if you waited till you flush it, but a lot of wild birds aren't going to wait for that. But you'll get pretty close in, or you get real close in there, or even out to the front, whatever, and the bird goes. And when that happens, he's going to take off chasing. Okay? Mm-hmm. Let him do it. Don't shock him for that. Go ahead. Hunt. Do your thing. That's what you're going to do. Yeah. Do it. Okay? And your inconsistency will teach him to wait, and he won't chase anymore on the flush, and he won't chase on the bang. He'll wait till he sees it fall all by himself. Okay? If you will promise to miss a bird on occasion.
Yeah. Well,
you can do that? Okay, good. Then
anybody's not going to have that
then
problem.
We're good. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. I think let's work with that, because you want to go hunting with this dog, and I know you want to get this thing going. Mm-hmm. And then if you want more, when we can continue and go as far as we want, as far as steadiness, until if you want, we can steady to wing shot kill. But if your primary reason for hunting is to shoot birds, then don't bother with that.
Right.
Just shoot your birds and do your thing, because that's going to be your priority. Okay. If you want to build this relationship with your dog and watch your dog do this magnificent stalk and working with those predator-prey dynamics and all that, you really like to watch how that dog does that and all that stuff.
I love that.
I know, but you're a hunter first. That you would not continue to do that if you weren't getting birds.
Right.
That's right, because you want to shoot birds.
Well, I wouldn't be out there doing it if I didn't have the dog either.
I know.
Number one, too.
That's why the best clients I have are always women. Because women want to build a relationship with their dog.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to see birds. You want to see the dog interact and do its predator-prey thing. Everybody wants to see. That's great. But guys are so much into getting, knowing what the limit, getting a limit, or shooting this bird or that bird. You know how it is. They focus on the bird. They're out there to kill a bird, and the dog is an accessory, to one level or another. That's what most of it is. But when the dog is your number one priority, and watch him do it and help him develop what he does, how you can help him be more successful, and he begins to trust you, cooperate, and build that relationship, and you become a dog to him, you become part of the pack and a respected member, that's the gold. And the birds are a secondary thing, but you'll get lots of birds. If you concentrate on quality dog work, then the birds just come, and it'll be a lot more fun. You'll remember it because it was so great watching how that dog worked. You got those birds and all. That's why I relate what I do with dog training more like falconry. If you're an experienced falconer, successful falconer, you want the bird, you want the prey. Of course you want the prey. You want the prey as much as that hawk wants the prey, okay? But it's not about that. You want to see a good flight. You want to be with, and it's almost like a stalking thing. You want to be like part of this team, and your goal is to watch that falcon, set it up so that falcon can have a better chance of catching the prey and all. And when you catch the prey, what do? You feed it to the falcon. It's not like you're getting a bunch of them to take home and get your limit or whatever. No, the prey belongs to the predator. People that train dogs and work dogs don't see it that way. They use the dog as a tool. Go get my bird, fetch my bird, hunt my bird. Right? They think it's there. The hunter thinks it's his. You got to change that. That bird belongs to the dog, and your goal is to see if you can talk that dog into sharing his bird with you.
Right.
And now you've got something. There is no retrieve. I never ask for a retrieve. I never will. When he goes out there and like bang, I shoot it, he goes out and gets that bird and he brings it back to me, he's demonstrating now that he trusts me and wants to cooperate, because on his own volition, his own choice, he gets that bird and he brings it to me. He didn't have to do that. And he, look, boss, look what I got. And I pet him up and I never take it. Let him go for a walk, whatever, and then he'll just put it down and he'll hand it to me. I'll put it in my pack. But it's always his.
I've done that with my dogs after we get birds. Sometimes I'll, when they're not watching, I'll throw one over here in the bushes on my way back to the truck. I say, find a bird. And he starts looking around and goes finds that bird, and I let him carry it all the way to the truck.
That's good. And that's what we call migration. That's what I want. I want him to pick it up and walk with it. And when I walk and he picks it up and he decides to come and walk with me, join the pack and walk with the pack, he didn't have to do that. He could go eat it, bury it, run off with it, leave it, whatever. But he chooses, when he trusts you, he chooses to come and be a part of your pack and walk with you. But if every time he comes toward you, you start yelling at him and get mad and yank it out of his mouth like everybody does, put it in your pack, give me my bird, kind of put it in your pack, then he's going to start thinking about that, and he's not going to be as quick or happy about bringing him back. And then the shooter, the owner, believes the dog's being an obstinate jerk and doesn't want to give the guy his bird anymore. So what does he do? He increases the pressure to the point where he says, okay, he didn't want to bring me birds anymore. I'll fix him. Now we're going to force fetch. Now I'm going to bore holes in his ears or break his toes, make him scream, and shove a bumper in his mouth. That's how I'm going to make him bring me my bird, damn it. You can't build trust, and you can't build cooperation with that foundation. That's the foundation of obedience. Make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it works.
I remember the first session we had when she went out and got that first bird. She was out there for maybe 5 minutes before she ended up finally coming to us.
Mm-hmm.
And bringing it to us, and then we gave her the bacon and everything. So.
Yeah, and that's the way it needs to be. She has to choose. My goal is to get her to trust me and want me to help her be successful. And I show her that, hey, I got the big teeth. I tell these dogs, look, I have a discussion with them. I know I'm not really worth much in a hunt. I can't smell anything, and I can't keep up. So the dog has to wonder, what is the use of this person? Why would I want you here? Okay? But then I said, let me show you something, Rusty. And I take him out there, and he's bumping and chasing, but he never gets the bird. It's wild birds. He never gets them, but that's as good as it gets. He wants it in his mouth. Of course he does. That's why he's doing it.
Sure.
Okay, but he never is successful, virtually never with wild birds, but he does what he can. And I show him, let me show you something. You chase them all the time and get tired, never get them. I know you want it in your mouth. Let me show you something. I put him on a check cord so he can watch what I'm doing, flush the bird. I go bang, kill it, pick it up, bring it back, and I put it in his mouth. And all of a sudden, he sees me in a different light. Wow. Sure. You can make it happen. You can't smell anything, and you can't keep up, but you got bigger teeth. You can get it, where I can't.
Yeah.
And then I don't make him do it, nothing. I say, you want to do it again?
Good.
Yeah, I get the bird in my mouth if I use you, and there it is. And now we build this relationship, and I'm valuable, and that same relationship works around the house and at the park because you've built a relationship where you're somebody now, okay? And it's not about dogs and obedience and all, making him do what you want to do. No. I want him to be biddable and cooperative where he wants to do whatever I want him to do because he knows I'm in it for him, right? He knows that I produce these things, that it's his bird. I'm helping him get his bird. It's a whole different way to see it. It's not obedience-based. It's completely different than what anybody else does because they don't believe a dog can do this. But you've seen it. 3 days, we can be done. Simple as that. Any other thoughts or questions on where we are, what we're doing?
No.
All good?